Ali McCoist has never been one to hold back his opinions, and his latest comments on SPFL officiating have once again sparked debate among Rangers supporters and Scottish football fans alike. The former Ibrox striker and club legend launched a passionate rant following a series of controversial refereeing decisions over the weekend, making it clear he believes standards have fallen well below what the game deserves. McCoist's frustration was evident as he called out what he sees as ongoing inconsistencies that continue to impact crucial moments in matches involving his former club. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers will now play Hibs on the evening of Monday, December 15th to avoid a clash with the Premier Sports Cup final. League chiefs were facing a fixture headache as the clash was due to be played on Sunday, December 14th, on the same day as the League Cup final, with Celtic playing St Mirren. The showpiece event, which Rangers missed out on due to Sunday's semi-final defeat after extra time, has a 3:30 p.m. kickoff, and the Ibrox League fixture was scheduled for 3 p.m. It was never likely to be feasible to have both old firm clubs playing in Glasgow on the same day, and it was expected there would have to be some sort of change. That has proven to be the case, with the SPFL confirming Rangers' game against Hibs has now been moved back a day to the Monday night. The match will kick off at 7:45 p.m. on the 15th. Moving the game forward to the Saturday would not have been an option because of Rangers' involvement in the Europa League on the Thursday, coming up against Ferencváros in Hungary. Now, Ali McCoist has blasted the call not to send Celtic's Austin Trusty off for kicking Jack Butland's head as one of the worst decisions he's seen in a long time. Rangers goalkeeper rushed off his line to collect a loose ball, with Celtic's Trusty also going in for the challenge. However, the former England number 1 was the clear favourite to gather it, and did so before Trusty left his leg in, with his boot catching Butland's head in the aftermath. It came after Celtic had taken the lead during a pulsating first half of the League Cup semi-final, which also saw Rangers reduced to 10 after Fellow Asgard's reckless challenge on Anthony Ralston. This was a much better game with goals. Plenty of incident which I'll have a moan about. I don't have any doubt about that, McCoist said on TalkSport Breakfast. It was a much better spectacle. Celtic were the better team in the first half. Rangers were really poor first half. Then the sending-off changed the game. Rangers were miles better after the sending-off, which was a sending-off. I don't think the lad meant it, but I thought it was a poor tackle, and probably was the right decision. Remarkably, the referee did not send off the Celtic centre-half Trusty for deliberately kicking the Rangers goalkeeper in the head. It was one of the worst decisions I've seen in a long time. Then VAR don't send him off either. The game toed and froed. Rangers get the penalty late on. There was a bit of debate about that, which I thought was a penalty. There's a surprise. But it was a great game. A really good game. Really enjoyable. The result didn't go our way, but that was a disappointment. But I was just pleased that it was a far better game. McCoist's fiery reaction perfectly encapsulates the frustration many Rangers fans felt in the aftermath of the incident, with questions once again being raised over the consistency and effectiveness of VAR in Scotland. While he acknowledged that the match itself was an entertaining spectacle, his comments underline a growing sense of exasperation surrounding key officiating errors in major fixtures. For McCoist, it wasn't simply about one call, it was about what he perceives as a recurring issue impacting fairness at the top level of Scottish football. And as the dust settles on another heated Old Firm clash, his words are likely to reignite debate over how refereeing standards and VAR decisions are handled moving forward. In other news, Rangers supporters were left stunned after Youssef Chamiti's shocking miss during the Scottish Cup semi-final clash against Celtic. a moment that summed up the striker's underwhelming spell at Ibrox so far. Signed from Everton in the summer for a hefty £10 million, Shamiti arrived in Glasgow with plenty of expectation. The 21-year-old Portuguese forward was tipped to become one of Rangers' key players, a marquee signing to lead Rangers' attack. However, things haven't gone to plan. Going into the Celtic showdown, Shamiti had managed just 1 goal in 10 appearances across all competitions, a record that has only deepened the frustration among the Ibrox faithful. Even amid his struggles, Danny Roll had offered a glimmer of encouragement in the build-up to the Old Firm clash, praising the young striker for signs of progress following Rangers' 1-0 victory over Hibernians. But any goodwill seemed to evaporate when Shamiti missed a sitter at Hampden Park, firing wide from inside the box when completely unmarked. A moment that left Rangers fans fuming. Chris Sutton had predicted a goalless draw between the two fierce rivals, but that forecast was quickly shattered when Johnny Kenny fired Celtic ahead. The goal came directly after Shamiti's glaring miss, a chance that could have swung momentum in Rangers' favour. Instead, it became the talking point of the match for all the wrong reasons. Supporters took to social media to vent their frustration. One fan wrote on X, "Couldn't hit the broadside of a battleship if he was duct taped to it." Another added, "That's being very generous. Missed the target from 6 yards out would be more appropriate." Others were even more scathing, with one saying, "For £10 million he should be finishing that," while another fumed, "That's a miss that warrants an instant sub. Get Suter up front over that useless waste of space." Another summed it up bluntly, "He has to score that, we won't get a better chance this game," while a sixth fan simply called the miss absolutely honking. Chermiti isn't the only Rangers striker struggling to find form. Bojan Miovski, brought in during the summer, was also expected to provide goals and competition up front. With 44 goals in 98 appearances for the Dons, the North Macedonian seemed a smart addition. Yet, he too has endured a slow start at Ibrox, netting only twice in 11 games so far. Even so, Miovski might feel hard done by to have started the Celtic clash on the bench. His record against the Hoops, 3 goals in 8 matches, suggests he could have been a more natural fit for the occasion. And given Chermiti's costly miss, many supporters are now wondering whether Miovski might have done what the Portuguese forward couldn't: keep his composure and finish. As Rangers reflect on what might have been, the scrutiny on their attacking options only grows. For Chermiti, the challenge now is to prove that his Hampden nightmare was an exception, not a reflection of his £10 million tag. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.